What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another pre-market watch list here on the Boiler Room. Sorry I wasn't on yesterday and Monday. We didn't have, there was no trading. The market was closed. So sorry for not being here, but I've been traveling to Colorado for a snowboard trip, as many of you already know. So right now I'm shacked up in, like a couple bedroom cabin with a few of my buddies right now. So, here it's about 6 in the morning, so I'm having to get up about 6 in the morning here rather than, back at home. So either way, we're gonna go ahead, start taking a look at some of the stocks that I'm watching today. Since I'm out of town and I don't have, the luxury of a bunch of computer screens, I'm gonna keep my watch list a little bit smaller now so I can stay a little bit more tunnel visioned on just a few stocks because I don't have all that screen space. So I'm only picking 4 stocks that I think are gonna be beneficial in my trading day today. With that being said, we're going to hop into it, start sharing the screen. You guys can see what I'm looking at. It's going to be, today's going to be a much, much quicker run through on the stocks that I'll be watching because, I got to hit the slopes. I'm not going to be trading for forever today. My time has been a little bit more cramped down for the amount of stuff I need to get done in the morning here. So first things first, we'll talk about RCON. RCON made a huge, huge move yesterday, as you know. I mean, many of us know it was the big play yesterday. It went up like 200% to 536 before washing out and coming down the rest of the day. Now, I want to short RCON because I know it's that blockchain news that it's basically, just basically piggybacking on this movement right now. And it already made its move. Okay, it was $1.78. Do I see the stock coming all the way down to $1.78, all the way down here? I do not, right? I primarily see this maybe holding up in the 250s. I think we'll probably see RCON maybe hold up in the 250s as support, because it's already gone down so much. For it to continue to lose all of its value this quickly, it can happen, but it's not likely. So we'll probably see this maybe hold up in the 250 area, hold up a support right in this 250 range. And if it does do that, what we're going to see is short sellers that all shorted it from 536 yesterday. So all the short sellers that piled in, here, then piled in maybe at the end of the day here, and have yet to cover up, when the market opens, they'll cover if it's holding support and they'll cause a little bit of a squeeze. So I'm going to actually watch, believe it or not, we're going to watch RCON for a reversal, short squeeze, long play, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be watching to go long on RCON this morning because of how much short selling took place towards the end of the day. A lot of these short sellers are going to look to cover up their position, I believe. And if that's the case and this does work out as planned, we should see a short squeeze. If that doesn't happen, it might come down a little bit more, or it's going to trade probably sideways for majority of the day. Okay, so RCON, that's done. So right now I'm looking to see if 250 holds up support. And if I can tell it's holding up support, then I'll probably go long on it. There's no particular price point I would go long on it because it's a short squeeze. They happen very quickly. There's really no specific buy point. The buy point on a short squeeze is when short sellers notice the trend going from bearish to bullish and they get scared and cause the move up. So you're watching for when the short sellers will most likely start covering up their position. Okay, moving to the next one, which is JUNO. I'm going to keep JUNO on watch. JUNO went from $44 a share all the way to $73 a share. A gap of that big of a gap, of course I'm going to watch it. I want to see what's going to happen, right? That's a huge, huge gap. This could be a very interesting play today. There's talk about JUNO Therapeutics being bought out by another company for a total of, I think it was $5.5 billion. Right now, there's no definitive agreement. It's just talks. It's in the air. They said they could write up or have an agreement in place within the next few weeks. And if that's the case, we'll know more. But as of right now, are buying up the rumor and then probably going to sell the news. So with a stock like this, big news behind it, it is a bigger float of 90 million. I think we're going to see maybe a little bit of a wash, as you can see here. I do believe we're going to see a little bit of a wash out of the gates. Some areas to look for. for support is probably going to be right on the $67 area. This could be a nice area to watch for. And then also, I mean, it's possible you could look at the $65 area, but that's a big washout. For it to wash all the way to $65, that would be pretty big. It's possible, but I'm thinking we'll probably see a $2 wash, maybe down to the 200 moving average, and then we might actually go green. Okay, I've seen this happen with a lot of these big gap ups with very good news. Is they go up really high, but they're meant to be that high if these news plans actually work out. So again, we're probably going to see a little bit of a wash, and then we're going to go green. So keeping JUNO on watch for a long today. Again, this is a high price stock of $73, but if you can't even afford 50 shares, these things will move $2, $3 at a time. And if you can ride out that wave, you can be looking at $100, $200, $300, $400 winners depending on the size you take. So just because they're big price doesn't mean you can't make significant amounts of money. Okay. Sorry about that. Those are the guys playing pranks on me. So if you play JUNO, you don't have to have a ton of money, but you can still make good money on it, even with 50, 25 shares. Okay. And then, so we have JUNO, we have RCON. The only other two stocks I'm going to watch are XNet and Riot. Because of all the blockchain, or sorry, with Bitcoin basically shitting on itself and really just cutting its own head off right there. You know, and there's the news about China and Korea about them banning the cryptos, which has already happened. That news has already happened multiple times. I don't see why it's affecting it so much more now. Anyways, with all that news and all that bad stuff going on, XNet and Riot have been going crazy. They've been moving. I mean, look at this move from 20 to 17. That's beautiful. So really just going to be watching XNet and Riot as stocks to have on the back burner. And then I'll just be keeping my eyes on the stock scanners here today, trying to find any little momentum play that comes up or something throughout the day. But as of right now, my primary play is going to be JUNO. Oh, there is something else that popped up here. Let me see. AZS is basically dumping on itself. So again, really, that's pretty much all I had here on the watch list. Again, just keeping it very small. You know, as I'm out here trading. You know, up in the cabins and away. So keeping it very small today. So again, I hope all of you guys have a green day. I'll have an amazing day. I'll be taking off. I'm going snowboarding here very soon. So once again, JUNO, I'd be pretty long bias on it, even with how big it's up. And then what's the other one? RCON. I'd be long bias on RCON as well, just because it's already got short sold. So there's really not much more money to make short selling. There's higher probabilities to the upside long. XNet and Riot are just ones on the back burner. Those are just ones to watch because they tend to make some type of play all the time, especially with crypto and being huge right now. So again, that's all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys all tomorrow morning.